and welcome to Black Power, the podcast with me, Iffy Thomas. You're in for a treat. We're day 4 and there is so much more. I'm so excited. Today I want to share with you a lady called Lisa Nichols. I first came across Lisa after watching the movie The Secret, the first version of The Secret in 2006. I watched it and I followed her and her journey and listened to her story, and it was so inspiring. It got me so excited about life. So here we are with Lisa Nichols.
This is the year for reset. This is the year for restart. This is the year for reignite. This is the year for repeat the things that you love. This is the year for recommit. This is the year for redesign. This is the year for re-engage. This is the year for restart. This is that year. When you see yourself where you're not yet and you got to do something different to get there. That has been my MO. I saw myself. I used to stand in front of my bathroom mirror and I would deliver the most amazing speeches ever. I made myself cry. I assumed everybody in my audience was crying. It was like, that was good. Now I just got to go get books and make that happen. So I was doing this a long time ago. I would tell my son, I never use the word, we can't afford that. I never, ever use it. I would say, oh my God, Jelani, that's not a financial priority in our house. So when he was 13 and his friend was in the backseat of the car and he goes, Jelani, you going to get the new Xbox 360? I knew it worked when my son said, no, I'm sure that's not a financial priority in my mother's house. Mindset, it's generational. When you live it, you leave it. When you live it, you leave it. What you're saying is wonderful, but what you're doing is penetrating. It's shaping the lives of those who are watching. And I realized that the bigger I dreamed, the more contagious I became. And so 2020 is not just about you dreaming big for you, it's how contagious can you be? Because when you're contagious, you are a force to be reckoned with, a force to be lived with. You are a legacy living. I'm going to design what's on my tomb. Here lies a woman who. Here lies a man who. And oh, by the way, there's not enough tombstone to write it. So our agreement, our guideline is when you hear something that resonates with your soul, y'all already know you want to say it already. Yes. But we got to tell the newbies about it. When something resonates with your soul, I want you to say yes, but I want the second yes to be higher than the first yes. I want the second yes to make the chandelier shake. On the count of 3, we're going to try it. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh, I'm just saying. Now that first yes is the yes to everything you know you can do. But the second yes, and I promise you, I don't care how many times I have you do this, don't let it ever get old. Let the second yes be to the thing that's being born through you. And it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you more time than you thought you'd have. It's going to cost you way more money than you thought you would invest. It's going to cost you some friends who couldn't make the entire journey with you. It's going to cost you that sense of, oh my God, I got to leave. I got to die to the old me to allow the new me to be born to my future. It's going to cost you something. So the second yes has to be higher than the first. Let's just try it again. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Every time I say something that resonates with your soul, I want you to say, yes. Every time you hear your truth, I want you to say, yes. Even if it stings a little bit, I still want you to say, yes. Even if your neighbor's not participating yet, because they still too cool, I still want you to say, yes. I still want you to say, yes. And when you leave this place and you're giving your vision birth, you're giving your vision air and oxygen and life, and no one else gets your vision, I still want you to say, yes. I still want you to say, yes. Now the next time someone asks you to lunch, still say, yes. Now they're going to say, why are you saying yes twice? You went to that weird thing with all those unicorn people, and now you can't say yes once, you say yes twice. And I want you to reply, if you want to get something different, you have to do something different, even if it's just one extra yes with a lot of extra juice. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes. How many times have you gone, yes, yes? Well, I tell you, I'm going to be doing it much more starting from now. I love the concept of flash forward to the future. I want you to be able to blow your mind with what you can achieve. So if you can go there in the mind and you can flash forward to the future and see yourself where you want to be, and then come back to the present moment and say, okay, so what needed to happen to get me from where I am now to where I want to be? What's the gap? What happened think it starts with you saying yes, yes, saying yes to your life, yes to the goals, the dreams that you have for yourself. Lisa Nichols is one of those women that make you want to stand up and shout, yes, yes. Wishing you the most fantastic, fabulous Sunday, Super Soul Sunday, Feel Good Sunday, Love Sunday. I love a Sunday. I'll speak to you tomorrow where I will shed the light on another inspirational speaker who inspires me to inspire you. Been listening to Black Power, the podcast, in conjunction with Black History Month. I am Ivy Thomas, and this is a pleasure to share with you some people that I love to listen to. I hope you enjoyed it, and please tune in tomorrow where I will introduce you to somebody else that gives you goosebumps on your goosebumps.